Hello everybody, welcome back to DD179. DD179 will be a little bit easier, it will be shorter. It's about the hurricane or the huge storm that has hit the United States, the eastern coast of the United States, New Jersey and New York City especially. The storm will continue for a few days, and next week is the U.S. presidential election. It's going to be an interesting couple of days in America, that's for sure. So you need to do that dictation later. First, we need to go back to DD178, which was very difficult and very long, but it was a good story. Let's listen again.
I equate Persia with luxury, with rich tapestries and beautiful rugs and my mother's fat, fuzzy Persian cat named Otis. But I also think of a fantastic Persian king named Cyrus the Great, who believed in religious and cultural tolerance, and who freed the Jews from Babylon to return to Israel.
Okay, let me read the answers. I equate Persia with luxury, with rich tapestries and beautiful rugs, and my mother's fat, fuzzy Persian cat named Otis. But I also think of a fantastic Persian king named Cyrus the Great, who believed in religious and cultural tolerance and who freed the Jews from Babylon to return to Israel. Pretty good story. The first sentence talks about Persia, and Persia is basically Iran. Now, the American pronunciation, Iran, Iran, we say both, okay? So talking about the area that mainly consists of Iran, that is Persia. Persia. I equate Persia. I think of Persia as, when you say Persia, I think of something, 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 okay? So, Persia, oh yeah, I equate Persia with luxury. Wow, luxury. For me, if you say France, I equate France with luxury. Chanel, Louis Vuitton, what else? I don't know. I equate Italy with luxury sports cars. Lamborghini, Maserati, Ferrari, yeah. I equate America with French fries, hamburgers, apple pies, baseball, football. I equate South Korea with kimchi, and soju, and Samsung, and Hyundai, and Kia. So this is a good expression. I equate some place with something, okay? You can practice making some sentences. I equate someplace with something. So, I equate Persia with luxury. Oh, what kind of luxury? With rich tapestries. Now this is a tapestry. Actually, there are many types of tapestries, but usually we think of a wall hanging that has been woven by hand. So, some Americans, when they see a tapestry, we kind of think of a rug for the wall. Well, that's kind of right, but it's for decoration. Tapestries, very expensive, very beautiful. With rich. Now, what does rich mean? When we talk about art and we say rich, it means full of color, very vibrant. And it can also imply the texture, very full texture, not something flat. This cloth is very flat. So rich, something that's full, something that comes out, something that's softer, very lush, rich. Color and texture, we can use rich. Lots of color, lots of nice fabric. Rich tapestries. And beautiful rugs. Yes, rugs are the carpets that we put on the floor. Persian rugs and Persian tapestries are very famous and very expensive. I do not have any, of course. I don't even have a rug. I don't even have a picture in my room. Terrible. I do. I have one, but I took it down. Where is it? I want to show you my picture. Yes. Does anybody know what this is? If you know what this is, you may leave a message and I will thank you for your message. I need to hang this on the wall, but I need to find a new place. Yes, this is my only picture for the wall. No tapestries at Shane's house, no rugs at Shane's house. Also, I equate Persia, and I think of Persia, and my mother's fat Persian cat. Fat, fuzzy Persian cat named Otis. This is a Persian cat. What does fuzzy mean? Fuzzy, well, in this case, it means very furry. And yes, I used to have a Persian cat, and the hair would come off the cat, and this shirt would not be blue, it would be white because of the fuzz, because of the fur from the cat. Okay? Now, actually, fuzzy doesn't necessarily mean furry. Something that's fuzzy would be like a doll, like this. This is fuzzy, and this is furry. So there actually is a difference, and Persian cats are not actually fuzzy, they're furry. But anyway, let me read the sentence again. I equate Persia with luxury, with rich tapestries and beautiful rugs, and my mother's fat, fuzzy Persian cat named Otis. Otis. It's a man's name. It's a boy name. But I also equate Persian with. So we could say think of, it's the same as equate Persia with a fantastic Persian king named Cyrus the Great. Yes, very famous Cyrus the Great. Who, what did he do? Why was he great? Who believed in religious and cultural tolerance. That's great. Religious tolerance and cultural tolerance. So what does tolerance mean? Tolerance means accepting that other people believe different things. Accepting that other people do different things. That is religious and cultural tolerance. I think most of you have religious and cultural tolerance, yes? I hope so, because there are so many religions in the world, and personally, I think I respect all of them. I hope I do. I want to. And I accept all of them. My neighbors might be Buddhist, they might be Christian, they might be Catholic. I live in South Korea, so there are very few Muslims, and there are very few Hindus, and there are very few Jews, but if they lived next to me, it'd be fine with me. I don't care. I am tolerant of their religious views. And then cultural tolerance. accepting that other countries have different rules, have different cultures. Some cultures believe that you shouldn't drink. We talked about that in the last lesson. Many Muslim countries forbid drinking. That's fine. So if I am culturally tolerant, that means if I visit Saudi Arabia, I shouldn't complain about having no beer. And if a person from Saudi Arabia goes to America, they shouldn't complain that there's beer. This is cultural tolerance. We can say to ourselves, beer is good or beer is not good. That's fine. But we don't criticize the other person. Oh, you drink beer. Okay. In my belief, in my country, I don't drink beer. And people need to respect each other. It's fine. And Cyrus the Great believed in religious and cultural tolerance. And this is interesting, Cyrus the Great freed the Jews from Babylon to return to Israel. I'm not going to talk about politics, but nowadays we know that Israel and Iran, the governments, they do not like each other very much. And yet, in the past, in history, they had such a wonderful relationship, a great relationship. What's the problem? Come on. I don't know. Anyway, the only thing we can do is lead by example. L-E-A-D. Lead by example. And that means you don't tell people what to do. You show people what to do. If you see somebody who's different from you, you're nice to the person. And you think of the person as an equal. Because we are all people. We just a bunch of cells, and we come from the earth. If we didn't eat, we wouldn't exist. Some people believe that God has given us a spirit and a body. That's fine. Some people think we evolved from monkeys. That's fine. But we're all the same. Physically, we're all the same. We're people. So we need to be nice to each other. We need to be tolerant. And people need to be free to make their own choices. That's my opinion. I think most of you agree. Anyway, no speeches, just English. The pronunciation, not too bad. Let's say it slowly together. Are you ready? We're going to do it together. 1, 2, 3. I equate Persia with luxury, with rich tapestries and beautiful rugs, and my mother's fat, fuzzy Persian cat named Otis. But I also think of a fantastic Persian king named Cyrus the Great, who believed in religious and cultural tolerance, and who freed the Jews from Babylon to return to Israel. Listen 2 more times, and then we move to DD 179.
I equate Persia with luxury, with rich tapestries and beautiful rugs and my mother's fat, fuzzy Persian cat named Otis. But I also think of a fantastic Persian king named Cyrus the Great, who believed in religious and cultural tolerance, and who freed the Jews from Babylon to return to Israel. I equate Persia with luxury, with rich tapestries and beautiful rugs and my mother's fat, fuzzy Persian cat named Otis. But I also think of a fantastic Persian king named Cyrus the Great, who believed in religious and cultural tolerance, and who freed the Jews from Babylon to return to Israel.
Hurricane Sandy has hit America, and now there's a tropical storm in the Philippines. So many people died. Hurricane Sandy killed many people in the Caribbean. So any of these storms are terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't misunderstand. I'm Amerocentric. No, no, no. But what's interesting about this hurricane hitting America is next week in America we are supposed to have the presidential elections. And personally, I'm wondering they might postpone the presidential election because I'm guessing there will be many electrical problems, electricity, and transportation problems. So will America, the East Coast, be able to recover by next week, Tuesday? So this story is particularly interesting for me, and maybe for you, because of the U.S. presidential election. Now, personally, I hate politics, but who the leaders are is important. So we need to pay attention. Who do you want, Romney or Obama? We have the expression, the lesser of two evils. Okay, good luck on the dictation. It's not as long as this, so I made it intermediate level. Good luck. Also, I want to thank all the new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining Daily Dictation. Please share my video. Use Facebook, orkutbk.com. Use Twitter, Google+. Share my video and help us grow the Daily Dictation family bigger, 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 and better. And I really love when you guys talk to each other. And if you look down below in the comments section, several of you talk to each other. And if you join Google+, I see a lot of people talking to each other and teaching each other English. I think it's great. The community that we are building is great. The DD family. I love it. You guys are great. Please follow me on Twitter, and I'll get you a picture and audio from Hello Me. I'll get you that very quickly. Once again, I especially apologize to Yuka. Because Yuka she's very consistent. More consistent than me. So Yuka, my apologies, and I will get back on that. Thank you very much to everybody. We have the next lesson probably in 2 days. That would be Thursday, Korea time. And don't forget, on Friday we have FNL. Friday Night Live. That's a live hangout on Google+. So I hope that you guys can join me then. That's it. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Do not drive. Let me repeat that. Please do not drive. We have now sent a message to all taxi and limo and livery drivers to get off the roads immediately. Do not drive. Let me repeat that. Please do not drive. We have now sent a message to all taxi and limo and livery drivers to get off the roads immediately. Do not drive. Let me repeat that. Please do not drive. We have now sent a message to all taxi and limo and livery drivers to get off the roads immediately. Do not drive. Let me repeat that. Please do not drive. We have now sent a message to all taxi and limo and livery drivers to get off the roads immediately.
This class was approved by T. Oh, I'm T.